about 20 minutes ago. Once that's completed, we will get started with tonight's matchup. If you will do me a favor, share this video, invite your friends to it, and hopefully this is going to be a fantastic revenge game. We'll go into detail shortly. Right now I'm going to play Coach Fountain's interview. Shake your head at me for. That was not supposed to be shake your head. That was the wrong video. 1 second, folks. There we go.
Coach Hugh Fountain, Escambia Academy football tonight. Coach, a little different tonight because of Hurricane Delta down in the Gulf and going on Thursday night. Kind of leading into that, how does that change your preparation for this big region game this week?
Yeah, I mean, it changed a lot because it changes the whole day of your practice and preparation as far as with the players. With the coaches, you still do pretty much the same stuff you do on the weekend, especially when we didn't really make a decision on game till Monday when we had weather, because weather obviously is a problem. But we really didn't have much choice because we was afraid it was going to be here tomorrow night, and probably still a good choice. It's going to be a lot of rain probably tomorrow. But, hey, we have tried to emphasize to the guys the very much importance of this game. This is a huge game for us because we've already played all but 2 region opponents, and they still, I think, have 2 after this game. So if we could win this game, it's going to put us in the driver's seat in the region as far as the other people who've already beaten the other team that's out there, Southern. So plus we're coming up on, looks like, another open date next week. And unless we can find somebody to play us, we'll be open. So you always want to roll in that open date with a victory to kind of keep your momentum going, because last week obviously was a big win for us.
It was a big win, and it was a good ball game. I'll tell you one thing. I've talked to a lot of people. Didn't know much about Northview when they came up here. We talked about that last week, but man, them guys came up here. They got a good ball team, and that was one of. I've seen a lot of high school football in my days. That was one of the better played, more exciting games that I've seen in a long, long time. It was a lot of fun just to watch.
Yeah, what I really liked about the game was the way the boys went at it. They played hard. It's a good, clean ball game. A lot of times when you're playing your rivalries, other things get put into it. But really, it's just a good, clean football game. Their running back they had was an outstanding player. Their quarterback, I told you before the game, was going to try to bear down and stop the running game and see could he throw, and he answered us by saying, yeah, he could. He threw it. He threw some nice passes in the game. So they did good things in the game, but our guys continued just to battle. When we started out the game, we had a 13-play drive to start the game. We had a 9-play drive on the second drive and fumbled the football on the 4-yard line. If not, that would have really put us in the driver's seat in the first half. And we just, we really, when you look back, we fumbled at four critical times in that game. And those 4 fumbles hurt us. Of course, our defense came up with 3 picks in the game at critical times on them. So it was a real nip and tuck game. I think both teams can learn a lot from it. We obviously learned a lot from it, the things we need to go back and get better on. And they were a well-coached team. Summerfield did a great job of adjusting some at halftime on us. He did a few things that we had to go back and adjust ourselves for in the second half. And so I thought it was just an outstanding game and a good game for fans to watch and a fun game to coach in. Because, hey, look here, close games are really what any competitive player lives for and any competitive coach really lives for, because when you're winning in a blowout or you're just getting trounced, you can always say, well, I just don't got the players or I'm way better than they are, A close ball game, you really have to find plays. And the drive of the game to me was the next to the last drive of the game when we didn't convert. We ended up fumbling the ball, and they could have easily scooped it and ran in for a touchdown. I'm not going to say easily, but it could have been a scoop and score for them. But that drive was a critical drive for us. We were sitting at second down and 25. And we came up with that slant to Malachi, and he ended up picking up 15. It got us down to about, a manageable third down. And then we threw the ball. Red found, Tyler Cloud on a post route. And that was a big play for us because that ended up giving us a new set of downs, kept us from having to punt right at midfield. And it was a big possession for us, and a possession in which we had to have a little extra protection with the offensive line, and a possession in which we had to have players come through and make plays. Malachi's catch was not easy. He got ate up after he caught the ball, And Red had to kind of step up in the pocket to get the ball to Tyler. He kind of had to wait a second on him to get there, and he stepped up and bought himself a second and threw it. So those were all big plays for us, and we were just very proud of our effort, because anytime you can get a win, it puts you at 5-1. That's a good start for us.
Oh yeah, no doubt. And like I said, I mean, it was such an enjoyable game just to be a part of and watch. I mean, I just just my own adrenaline was running upstairs, and don't even have a dog in the fight, but
right.
it was just a really incredible game to watch. Well, let's talk about this game a little bit tonight. Got Autauga coming to town. Last time we saw these guys, we were in Troy, correct?
That's correct.
That was last year. So, and now the goal is to get back. They just happen to be a stepping stone on the way. So, what are they coming with tonight? What have you seen on film that makes you worry about them, or what's the game plan going in?
Well, our history with Autauga makes this an important game no matter what. We played one another for the last 4 state championships in 2A. So when you had that in there, you go, hey, I mean, they've always been a very tough competitor, that we have to play each and every year. We've been in the region with them before. We've been in, we've been out of the region with them. This year. We're just back in the region with them, and we had to play each other in the regular season. But they've had struggling moments this season. But the truth of the matter is, they struggle a lot because of who they have to play. Kind of like our schedule. The people we play, the game can go either way sometimes, and when it can go either way, things we end up fighting through and doing the things it takes for us to win, and so therefore we feel like that this is kind of a game in which they are much better than what their record shows, and so we know it's going to be a tough game. We played them. We know offensively they do so much offensively. It's going to be a lot of different things that we're going to see during this game that we haven't seen this season. So it's going to test the IQ of our players as far as understanding and remembering what the game plan is. And then offensively, we really have to force our willpower in this game. Last week we kind of went in the game. We said, they're going to be susceptible to throwing the ball early, and they were because they stacked the box for everybody stopping and run on us. And this week, I'm not saying they won't do the same, because every opponent we play this year is loaded the box, trying to stop the run against us. But the bottom line is that I feel like, going into this game right here, that we're going to have to force our willpower. It's a wet night. It's been raining some this afternoon, and we're going to have to be able to bear down and be able to run the ball as we have most of the season,
Well, if we look at, common opponents going into the night, Tuscaloosa Academy, they played Tuscaloosa and lost 15-7 early in the year. That was their first game of the season. Then another common opponent, Patrician Academy. They also lost to Patrician, but it was a tough game in overtime. Folks that you got coming up, they also lost to Bessemer, which is going to be an opponent several weeks from now. So they have struggled. One of the things I looked at when I started kind of researching and looking at stats is the fact that over the years, and this is a motivational factor as well for tonight's game, is over the years, you played 14 times. They've won 10 of the 14, so that gives you, something to kind of gear up to do. So,
right. And I didn't really know that stat, I guess I really hadn't paid much attention to it, because it's been through the years. I've looked more at the most recent years, as we have. Like I said, last year's state championship game, we felt like we could have won the state championship game as well as we lost it. Didn't have many breaks go our way.
Right.
2 years ago, they blasted us, and 3 years ago, we won the state championship against them. So, I just feel like for us, none of those games really matter. I'll be totally honest with you, as far as in this season, I think it's just one of those games where you go out and find out what you're made out of, because you may end up playing them again later in the season. We've done it before.
Right.
So it may happen again. But we want to make sure of one thing, that if we do play anybody else again, we play them here at home. Because we're strong at home, and that's what we want. That's what we want to play our playoff game right here at home. A victory tonight won't absolutely guarantee us home field advantage throughout the playoffs, but it'll come as close to guaranteeing it with one more win to go as you can come. So we feel like this game tonight it really has nothing to do with any of the other games. It's just a game within itself. Autauga, and not trying to take anything away from them, they change players a lot from year to year. I mean, a lot of times you'll play them this year, and they'll have 20 seniors, and then they have a new group the next year. So, you kind of got to – so in this year's game, we're playing against a lot of players we haven't seen before. And we know Coach Carr, of course, because we played against him. He's been the coach there for a while. So they're kind of the same guys. But for us, I think we just have to go out and try to play Escambia Academy football.
Right. I did read some stuff that picked up a newspaper article and kind of read about it on the internet, but they did talk about some transfers that they have that were not on the roster last year,
right,
but that are on the
so
roster
that's commonplace in the AISA, and so we just have to be prepared for it. And obviously we've seen them play, so we kind of know what they have,
Right. Well, game plan wise tonight, offense has been more balanced. We've talked about that the past two interviews that we've done about keeping that balance. How does the rain tonight affect your balance as far as throwing the football versus running the ball in the wet?
I don't think it really affects us much unless it's just torrential downpour. I think other than that, we got we practice in the rain, so it's not that big a deal. The field's in good shape. We feel like it will drain well. So unless it just becomes a torrential downpour, then it kills the passing game for everybody when that happens. Even Autauga, who throws the ball a lot also, which we don't throw it a lot, but they throw it a lot. But so I think that it'll have very minimal bearing because we're thinking the weather's going to be out of here and it's just going to be a good night for football.
Yeah, just a little strange on a Thursday night, like you said earlier, having to change the game. And of course, as we sit here and talk about this, and certainly I should have mentioned this earlier or could have waited till the end, I guess. But we just want to wish well everybody over in Louisiana and everything. We don't wish a storm on anybody,
right?
But we sure are glad that we're not going to get the full brunt of this thing, and just our prayers go out to them as they're having to battle through this. Defensively now, with what Autauga's bringing in, you mentioned they like to throw it a little bit. So is that what you expect from them?
Yeah, we expect them to throw it some, maybe as much as they run it, at least half and half. That's kind of what they've been doing recently. They usually have some big interior guys. They've been missing one of their big defense tackles for a couple of weeks. He may be back this week. He's about 300 pounds inside. So that always makes it tough on a running game when you're trying to block those guys because they're so big. But I think for them, they're going to throw the ball. What's going to be important in this game is up front. How do we play up front on offensive and defensive lines? And how do they play? Which team plays the best up front, I think, will be the one that comes out and wins this ball game.
And that's something that I'm glad you touched on because it kind of jogged my memory. Last week, one of the things that you really had that was I thought was incredible is when Northview had the football and they got in a situation where they wanted to throw it, your pass rush was incredible.
Yeah.
Y'all just really got after them on defense. Pass rush was incredible. It's hard to throw the football when you're on your back or running for your life, and that's what happened last week. Defense was incredible last week.
Yeah, well, around the bonds, Sam Fields, JJ Mackay, Brady Howell, Nick Kane, them guys inside have played good the whole year rushing the quarterback. And Randall had a huge sack for us in that game last week. That kind of turned the momentum a little bit. He really got a nice lick in on the quarterback, and he really just kind of changed the momentum because he's got a lot of speed and he hustles hard. I was telling Coach this week, Sims, one thing that I really like about our guys, and I won't go into naming them, but we have about 5 or 6 guys who just are relentless hustlers. I'm telling you, they're not even the best athletes we have all the time. Now you can't say much for Jadaniel Nellis because he hustles as hard as anybody we got, and he is one of our top athletes for sure. But we have about 5 or 6 other guys who play at a top pitch all the time for us, and that gives us a chance to always have a chance to be good, because they play hard and they get after it. And with that, we definitely, are glad to have them all playing for us.
Well, one thing about it that we've enjoyed so far being at 5-1, one of the greatest motivators that you can have is a winning record. So you keep winning and guys stay motivated, and as long as they don't get, get the big head, get too full of themselves. And I know you guys, that's one of the big things with a coach, with a coaching staff, is trying to keep those guys on an even keel all the time where they're hustling like that.
Right.
Well, Coach, good luck to you.
Good, thank you, Rick.
Another week, man.
Yeah,
we enjoying it. Let's get another one in tonight and get after them a little bit, and we'll look forward to, if we pick up one next week, I guess we'll play. If not, we'll have an off night and our off week, and then we'll just continue on as we're going.
That's right, Ricky. Thank you very much for covering us.
Yes, sir. Well, thank you for having me.
Yes, sir.
I gotta go turn down that music.
I'm dead over here. I can't hear.
Check, check.
Check, check.
I
I'm
hear
good. Yeah, I'm good now. All right, we on?
Yes.
All right, welcome, Cougar fans, to tonight's matchup between the Escambia Academy Cougars and the Autauga Academy Generals. We are at Bachelor Field here in Canoe, Alabama, on a wet night, on a Thursday night. As we have captains on the field, will be number 4, Sam Fields. Number 2, Luke Barber. Number 3, Dante Henry. Number 4, Caden Henry. And number 1 will be Josh Palmer. Tonight's matchup was moved from tomorrow night to tonight due to the threat of Hurricane Delta. And Escambia has won the toss and deferred to the second half, so your Generals will receive the opening kickoff. Autauga comes into tonight's matchup with a 1-4 record. Your Escambia Academy Cougars come in with a 5-1 record. This is a big game for Escambia Academy. Last time these two teams met was 2019 in the state title match in Troy, and where the Autauga Generals won the game. There's also a big key region game for tonight. With a win tonight, the Escambia Academy Cougars will clinch a for sure first or second place in the region, which will ensure home field advantage for at least the first round. There is one potential game changer out there that could affect things. That's why tonight's win would not lock us in. Southern Academy, which is playing Patrician Academy, which I believe the potential winner out of that game would affect the Region 1, Region first and second place. If Patrician beats Southern tonight, I think that would pretty much lock us in as number 1 seed with a win here tonight.
I hate that music. I gotta turn it down.
All right, folks, as we're getting ready to pause for the invocation, we're going to take a short break, and we will be back with you momentarily as we're about 2 minutes away from kickoff.
Ladies and gentlemen, at this time, if you'll please stand for tonight's invocation, followed by the national anthem given by Miss Imogen Slater. Let us pray. Father God, thank you for these two teams represented here tonight. Thank you for all the work and effort they put in on a weekly basis to come out here and represent their schools. Let them play to the best of their abilities and in a way that is uplifting to you and your kingdom. In your name I pray. Amen.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleam, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight, for the ramparts we watched were so
Okay, welcome back as we get ready to kick off here. We'll go over a little bit of the history between these two schools. 2016, the Cougars lose to the Generals in the 2A state championship 34-41. 2017, the Cougars lost to the Generals in the regular season and went back to beat them 30-20 in the 2A state championship game. 2018, 2019, there was no regular season game. They did play in Troy, and the Generals were 23-6 winners over that game. So 2020 is a new year for the Cougars, and they're looking for some revenge here as number 7, Parker Robinson, tees up to kick off. It'll be fielded by number 3 as he runs out of bounds at about the 21-yard line. Number 3 is Dante Henry. So it'll be no return on that.
Generals start the drive 1st and 10 from their own 21-yard line.
Kind of quiet here tonight, Tim.
Yeah, sorry. Out of breath.
It's like number 10, Will Trawick, will be quarterbacking for the Generals. Hope you enjoyed the pregame interview with Coach. Number 3, Dante Henry on the carry, brought down by
Number 3 so far this year has racked up 3 touchdowns.
number 2, Devin Kelly on the stop.
Brings up 9 yards, brings up 2nd and 1.
Pick up 9, brings up 2nd down, 1. Ball is now resting on the 29-yard line of the Generals. He is hit in the backfield for a loss. Host of Cougars. It's like Brady Howell, Bubba Nettles, Randall Bonds, J.J. Stevens.
Only loses 2 yards.
They lost 2. Bring up 3rd and 3 here.
Like
Substitution infraction against the Generals. That's going to back them up 5 yards, which will bring up 3rd down and 8.
I want to give a thank you to the family of the McHaneys for pregame meals every home game this season.
Really? That's good to know. Nice, nice. Maybe we need to come up here and get in some of that
Yeah,
good food.
how do we miss that?
Some good food there. I didn't get the memo. I'll talk to Coach about that. Generals go with a hard snap. No one's fool. Number 10, Trawick drops back to pass. Is intended for number 2,
Bobby Carr wanted the flag.
Lake Barber, but not even close. It's going to bring up 4th down and long 8, maybe 9.
I mentioned this a few games ago. Out on Autauga's website or Facebook page and Twitter, actually our page on Twitter as well, remind me to mention the Meadowview game.
As number 4, Caden Henry will do in the punting, as Daughtry McGee is back, and he will return it. And there's a block in the back right there. That one's coming back. There's 2 flags come in. I'm not sure if that was 2 on the same play. But number 8, Christian Crook, just got the man in the back, so that's going to probably back them up 10 yards from the spot. So Cougars should set up field position about the 31, 32-yard line. 1st and 10.
Oh, about to drop this game. Oh, my gosh.
As we're high tech tonight, we have an extra camera.
Which will probably fall here shortly and land on somebody.
Better tie a safety cable to it.
I better just take it down, to be honest with you. Oh, that seems tight.
I think it's good.
Cougars will start their drive 1st and 10 from their own 32-yard line.
And we have Devin Kelly, Tyler Cloud, Randall Bonds, Syke Bubba Nettles, Dalton McGee, and Landon Sims in the backfield. Hand off to Nettles. He finds a little running room. Going to pick up about 5. Stopped by number 1, Josh Palmer.
Brought down by number 1, Josh Palmer. Play picks up 5, brings up 2nd 5.
Windy.
Yes, it is. We had some light showers. Weather is about 72 degrees now as the rain quit falling about 20 minutes before kickoff. Hand off to Dalton McGee. He's looking for Saroon. He's finding Saroon. Spins off a guy. Picks up a 1st down. We'll pick up about 10 on that play. Ball will be now resting on the Cougar 47-yard line. Be a fake to Dalton McGee. Sims is going to keep it. There's a holding flag. As looks like might have been in the area of Brady Howell and number 72, Bobby Mitchell. Be holding against the Cougars, 10 yards.
Real quick, so at the Meadowview game, Autauga ran the score up 40-ish points. But they allowed the only player on Meadowview's side who doesn't get to play every snap come into the game. Happens to be autistic, and that man made a few tackles in a few of the plays, but importantly, scored a touchdown.
Yes, he
did. Got to, hats off to Autauga and Coach Bobby Carr on that show of sportsmanship.
Yeah, I'm sure. I don't know if y'all read that article last week, but it was pretty interesting to read. It was a very nice pass to Devin Kelly in the flats. He's going to pick up about 8 yards. It's going to bring up 2nd down. Looks like about 10. So the ball's going to be back now to looks like about the original line of scrimmage after the 10-yard holding penalty. Sims doesn't find anybody open. He's just going to tuck it and keep it. He's going to pick up about 7 and bring up about 3rd down and 3. 52. Darius Nix on the stop. I'm going to call it 3rd and 4 after the spot. Going to be false start against the Cougars. Just going to back them up 5 yards. He's going to bring up 3rd down and 9. So ball will be resting back in Cougar territory on about the 48-yard line. Expect a blitz here from the defense. It's always fun to watch Coach Sims and Coach Carr as they seem to be pass intended for Tyler Cloud. He was well out of bounds. It's going to bring up 4th down. There is a flag. It's going to be against the Generals. I thought a referee motioned it was against the Generals. Apparently not. So it looks like Generals will decline the penalty. An eligible man downfield, I believe, is what the call was. Going to bring up 4th down and 9. It's like number 2, Lake Barber, back to receive. Sims gets a good kick off. It's going to get a good Cougar roll. It's going to roll down inside the 10, down to about the 8-yard line. So, going to give him about
I'm missing power.
About a 44-yard punt there, as it backs the Generals up deep into their own territory, starting 1st and 10 from the 8-yard line. There's a man coming across the middle in a little slant pattern. Ball's a little low, intended for number 2, Lake Barber. Bring up 2nd and 10.
Fastball's incomplete, brings up 2nd and 10.
That wind is not interfering too bad. If you're out there and hand off to number 10, or actually 10's going to keep it on a quarterback keeper, Will Traywick. He's going to pick up a few yards on the play. They're going to give him about 4, maybe 5. It's going to bring up 3rd down and about 5.
Play picks up 5 yards, brings up 3rd and 5.
Got heavy pressure on Traywick as he throws a horrible pass up in the air, intended for number 24. Deshaun Jenkins broken up there by number 8, Christian Crook. So it's going to bring up 4th and 5. Ball is resting on the General 14-yard line, I believe. As Daughtry McGee is back to receive the punt as number 4. Caden Henry will be doing the punting tonight. And it's blocked. It's blocked by Randall Bonds. Recovered by Sims. So
That's
Cougars
great.
set up with great field position on about the 18-yard lines after the block punt by Randall Bonds. 1st and 10 from the Cougars on the Generals' 18-yard line.
Go back and look at that instant replay
17.
real quick and take a look at that.
17-yard line.
Ball spotted at the 17-yard line. Cougars take over 3rd.
That's great.
Randall Bonds comes up with a big play right here to set the Cougar offense up in great field position inside the red zone. Hand off to Nettles. He finds a little room. He's caught from behind. Hit by a whole host of Generals.
Everybody but about 3.
He's going to pick up about 2, maybe 3 yards on the play. Going to bring up 2nd down and 8. Ball's going to be resting now about the 15-yard line. 5:04 here to go in the first. The Cougars are threatening after a great field position on the Randall Bonds punt block. Quarterback keeper. Sims is going to fight up the middle. So Pyle's pushing forward. He's going to get 5, maybe 6 yards on the play. And put the ball down about the 9-yard line. It's going to bring up 3rd down and about a yard.
You say 4th?
No, 3rd and 1. And there's a false start against the Cougars, I believe. Offside against the Cougars. It's going to back them up 5 now. Back to about the 14-yard line.
I'm trying to remember the last time there was a Thursday night game.
I don't know, but it don't feel right knowing I got to get up and go to work tomorrow.
That's the truth.
Cougars come in. Strip stack to the right as they hand off to Nettles. As he's weaving through, he's finding some running room. He's going to be down inside the 10. Looks like about the 8. It's going to be real close to a 1st down there, depending on the spot.
Do you hear that? I don't know if there's just less people here tonight, but.
And the referee's going to call timeout. I believe they're going to measure this one. This one's going to be close. It's going to be 4th and short. Ball looks like it's resting about the 8-yard line as they want to take a measurement. Yeah, that noise you hear, I think it's coming from across the way.
Yeah, and that's crazy too because anyways. They're loud.
I cannot see the spot, but the referee is indicating 1st down. So it's going to be 1st and goal from the Cougars on the 8-yard line.
Good to see our chain gang back. Alan Smith is back out there, and not sure who's assisting, but
I appreciate those guys that stepped up last week while they were out.
We're up in the middle. What you do here?
You score a touchdown, and then you don't let off the gas. Hand off to Nettles. No, Sims is going to keep it. He loses the ball right into number 4's hands. It's going to turn over. There are flags on the play. I'm not sure what the flags are, but Sims, the guy, stripped the ball, and it came right into Sims' hands, as that's going to be number 4, Caden Henry. So, I did not see the penalty, what the penalty was. Well, apparently it was against the Cougars, and it's declined. So the ball will go over to the Generals on about the 13-yard line. It's going to be 1st and 10 from their own 13-yard line after they come up with a big turnover on defense. The Cougars have been plagued with fumbles here in the recent couple of games. And that's going to be tackled by Caleb Davis as he's going to tackle him for a loss down back to about the 10-yard line. It's going to bring up 2nd down and about 13. We getting any chimers in on?
Just go Cougars, go Cougars.
I guess everything must be good out there. Quick passes. It's blocked by Randall Bonds, almost caught by Treywick as it falls on the ground. So that's going to bring up 3rd down and 13. Randall Bonds jumped up there and batted it out of the air, and the quarterback almost caught his own pass.
There's a few parents, some new parents, which is great. Love to have new families at the school. Some of them will bring those chairs to sit on the bleachers, but one specific one, he never sits down. That's awesome to me. I mean, that's the guy who's in the game.
Oh, yeah. Ain't no doubt.
Yep.
All right, big third down here. He throws the pass down the sideline, and it is going to be caught and breaking away.
Quit stripping the ball.
It's number 5, Aiden Hillier, comes up with a big reception on 3rd down and 13 to set up the Generals in Cougar territory for the first time tonight on about the 49-yard line. Tackle made by Daughtry McGee after Daughtry missed him. Malachi missed him, then Daughtry was able to come back and make the stop.
Ball is running at the Cougar 49-yard line.
Handoff to number 3 as he is caught in the backfield by J.J. Stevens and Brady Howell and Bubba Nettles. It's going to be maybe a half-yard gain on the play.
Play picks up 1 yard. 2nd and 9.
Number 5 down the sideline in the flats. 10's under
And he's
pressure.
down.
Trewick is under heavy pressure as he is brought down by Brady Howell, J.J. Stevens, and Caleb Davis. Going to bring up, that's going to be a loss of
He's stretching. He may be hurt.
about 10 on that play.
Or maybe he's tying his shoe.
It's going to bring up, looks like about 3rd and 20 here, Tim. What do you do here?
There are lots of time in the game. It's scoreless.
Minute 15 to go here in the first.
About 4 guys they pass to continually, so.
Double reverse pass by number 2. He throws back in the flats as it is picked off by Daughtry McGee. One man to beat. He's going to be brought down at the 20-yard line. Way to read the play right there as Daughtry McGee jumps in front, picks off the general pass, takes it down the sideline to the 20-yard line. So the Cougars will set up again inside the Generals' territory. This is the second time they have been into the red zone tonight. They were unable to put points on the board in their first appearance. Hopefully they can punch it in here with 55.2 seconds to go in the first. Hand off to Nettles. Nettles finds a hole. He does a little spin move. He's going to pick up about, looks like 8 or 9 on the play. Ball's going to be down just inside the 15, about the 14-yard line. And break up. We're going 2nd and 3. We have 30 seconds to go in the first quarter here. Hand off to Nettles again. He finds a little room. He's hit hard by 50. Number 50 is going to be Lee Davis. First time I've called his name tonight. He hit Nettles hard in the hole right there. But it's going to be good enough for a Cougar first down. Going to set the Cougars up 1st and goal about the 8-yard line.
Clock's ticking.
Hand off to Nettles up the middle. There's nothing doing. He's going to pick up maybe a yard or 2. And that's going to probably be the last play of the first quarter here.
It is scoreless.
Scoreless first quarter here in Canoe, Alabama. As the Cougars are on the 6-yard line threatening. So we swap ends of the field. Do believe, yes. Gonna throw those sponsors up when you get a second.
Yep.
Great night for football. Had some rain earlier during pregame. That's gone. Temperatures have dropped down. Not humid at all. Nice football weather. Got a good breeze blowing. Heat should not be a factor tonight. Wow, we got a second. Some key games around the region. I mentioned a little bit early to start the game, but we have Chambers Edgewood playing tonight. I believe they're at Edgewood. That's the other side of the 2A region. We also have Southern. I believe they're at Patricia tonight. That's a big game for our region. Southern loses, I believe. Southern loses, we win. I believe that just about locks us in to #1 seed in our region. And other games of interest around the AISA, you've got Bessemer and Morgan playing tonight. And as you know, we take on Bessemer in 2 weeks. We take on Southern in 2 weeks, Bessemer in 3 weeks. We're open next week unless we can pick up a game. Coach said he was trying to schedule a game. At this point, he's had no luck.
Glenwood's open.
I'd like to have a rematch.
Me too.
Think they'll come back here?
Doubt it. #1 coming back down here. They would leave, not #1.
Yeah, they know they skated by. All right, so it's going to bring up 2nd down and goal from about the 7-yard line for the Cougars. Hand off to Daltrey McGee. He finds some running room. He falls down about the 1.5-yard line. It's going to bring up 3rd and goal from the 1.5. Almost broke it and got in. Daltrey set us up in good field position off of his interception and returned down to the 20-yard line. Sims going to keep it up the middle, and he is going to be denied. The 63 hit him in the hole and spun him around. They're actually going to say he lost about a half a yard on that play. Big hit by 63, who I do not have on my roster.
Interesting. Let me look at mine. No. Interesting.
Maybe he showed up tonight. I don't know.
Interesting. If you're listening from Autauga, we'd love to recognize number 63. Send us a message through the chat. We'd like to recognize that young man.
Play clock down to 5. Hand off to Nettles as Nettles going to fall into the end zone. Touchdown, Cougars. Great to have our air horn back tonight.
You ain't kidding.
Last week, the air compressor was having some technical difficulties, and we were able to acquire another air compressor thanks to whoever loaned it to us.
Who was in there for the touchdown?
That was Nettles on a 2-yard touchdown run. So 10:44 to go here in the second quarter. Cougars take the first lead of the night as they strike first on a Nettles 2-yard touchdown run as Sims is on to attempt a PAT on the hold of Caleb Davis. Kick is up, and it is good. 10:44 to go here in the second. Cougars take a 7-0 lead over the Generals.
What's time left with?
10:44. I'm sure we got some Generals watching tonight. I'm sure somebody out there in Facebook land knows who number was 63.
I'll walk over and ask Bobby at halftime.
He may not know.
I'm sorry, here. All right, folks, are juggling social media posts and score updates.
All right, so number 7, Parker Robinson, tees it up to kick off as we have number 3, Dante Henry, number 2, Lake Barber, and number 5, Aiden Hillier. back deep to receive along with number 4, Caden Henry. Parker kicks it. It's down inside, goes out of bounds at about the 16-yard line. So unless they decide they want to kick it again, the Generals should take over 1st and 10 on their own 35-yard line. They're going to re-kick it.
What?
Back them up 5 and let them re-kick it.
Back them up. Back them up. We'll do it again. Bet you we'll do it again. Oh, they moved us back.
He's fixing. Coach is pulling a rabbit out of the hat, son.
Bobby was looking down. He didn't see it.
Might be the onside kick, Tim.
Not going to say I saw some things in practice, but I saw some things in practice. Watch the ball. You ever seen the Chipmunks? Alvin's in there. Windy tonight. Gonna hit that ball set just right.
It will blow the ball off the tee. And he kicks it down the middle, deep to number 2 as he comes down this sideline. He's looking for some running room. He finds some. Sam Fields grabs him, slows him down as Randall Bonds.
What's going on?
I did not see it. I was watching the ball carry, but apparently
they took out Parker Robinson.
Is that what happened?
I'm going to guess based off the sound I just heard.
I'm not sure. Didn't see it. Anyway, some upset people on our side. Ball would now be on the 34-yard line, so they should have just took the last play. They'd have been a yard better. But anyway, they elected to re-kick it. Hand off to number 3 around the end. He's got a little running room as he is hit and knocked out of bounds by Devin Kelly. Not before about a 6-yard gain.
I didn't know where that sound was coming from. I thought maybe our audio was picking up across the way.
Well, it undoubtedly was bad because we don't normally have those fans that yell and scream at the referees. So if it got to the point where they yelled and screamed, I would have bet you it was probably a legitimate call that was missed, apparently, because that's what they were unhappy about. Gonna bring up 2nd and 4. Ball resting on the General 41-yard line. As play clock was going to be, Generals are going to call a timeout. 10:24 to go here in the 2nd quarter. Generals are going to use their first timeout of the half. While they have timeout, we're going to see if we can throw some sponsors up. Recognize
we got ourselves a few sponsors support our athletic program up here on our broadcast. Got Alabama Tank, Alabama Concrete, American Concrete, Campbell Sand and Gravel Company, Dirt Technology, Dr. William Harris, General Surgeon, Gather Restaurant, Superior Petroleum Services, Overton Electrical and Construction LLC, Stanley's Backhoe Services, and many, many fence sponsors that I will try to get covered here shortly.
Second and 3 from the Generals as they come to the line. 10:24 to go here in the first half.
2nd and 4 for Autauga.
Oh, false start there. Number 52 jumped a little bit early, so that's going to back the Generals up 5 more yards. It's going to bring up 2nd and 9.
False start is called against the Generals. Penalty 5 yards. It'll be 2nd and 9.
Number 52 just got a little bit ahead of the snap count there. Playing, I believe, the left tackle position.
That's definitely the other side I can hear on that one.
Ain't no doubt. It's quiet here tonight. It's almost like that JV game we called back a month ago. Number 10 throws it down the sideline. Number 2 is Nettles, is on the coverage.
Flag comes
Great
in.
coverage. Hands in the air, no contact. Ball falls incomplete, and then the referee throws his flag. So he does have a flag, Tim. So that's going to probably go against the Cougars for pass interference. Should be a 15-yard penalty from the spot of the foul, which should bring up a first down for the Generals just across the midfield stripe in Cougar territory. It's like about the 49, 48-yard line.
Pass interference called against the Cougars.
So, new set of downs for the Generals as they're in Cougar territory.
So glad to have my camera back.
I am glad you have it back.
No charge.
Really?
5-year-old camera, and the company said, send it in, we'll fix it.
So what was wrong with it, did they say?
Loose wire.
Oh.
Kind of like in my brain.
I have a few of those this week. Drops back to pass again. He's looking for a screen under heavy pressure by Randall Bonds as he is brought down at the 36-yard line. Bonds with a big sack there. It's going to be a loss of 14 on the play. Backs them all the way back up into general territory at the 36-yard line. We'll call that about 15, maybe 16 yards on the sack. So obvious passing down here for the Generals. 2nd down and 25. And there's another flag. It's a play clock goes down to 0. So it's going to be a delay of game. So that's going to back the Generals up 5 more yards. So it's going to bring up 2nd down and about 30-31 as the ball will be resting on the 31-yard line.
Pretty much where Parker kicked it out a while ago. Yeah, I'm going to go with the pass.
I'm thinking so. I think a screen right here. Back out of the backfield screen. There's number 3. There he is. Overthrows him as he had heavy pressure by Bonds. And he just throws it away out in the flat. Going to bring up 3rd down and 30 now. Bonds is just so quick off of that defensive end position. It just, those big linemen, it's hard for them to get out of a stance. He's already by them, and they're chasing him around towards the quarterback. And it just makes the quarterback's life miserable. He had a big game last week. He's already got a punt block tonight and a big sack for a loss of 15.
Real quick score update. Patrician Southern, scoreless.
Handoff up the middle to number 3 as he is missed by Sam Fields and then hit hard by J.J. Stevens and Daughtry McGee as number 3. Dante Henry loses his helmet, and he will have to go out for a play. He is going to pick up about 10 on the play, so it's still going to bring up 4th down and about 23.
4th and long.
Daughtry McGee's back deep to punt. It's number 4. Caden Henry is back to punt. And last time he punted, Randall Bonds came in from his end position and blocked it, which set the Cougars up in great field position. It is almost blocked, as that is a shanked punt. It will take a general roll. It is not going to only going to be about a 25-yard punt. So the ball will be spotted on the 33-yard line as the Cougars will take over there. 1st and 10 as there's some light drizzle starting to fall here.
Great.
With 8:14 to go here in the first half. Need a big play right here. Handoff up the middle to Daughtry McGee, and he plows through as another General helmet comes off as number 50.
Do you remember The Predator?
Lee Davis.
The Predator movie? Probably, if somebody's listening, what year did The Predator movie come out? That's what those helmets look like. The Predator was the main character in the movie, and he could disappear. It was like I don't want to misquote it, but good movie. That's what those helmets remind me of.
I haven't seen it. I'll have to catch up. I don't watch a whole lot of TV.
Quit working.
Hand off to Nettles. He's going to plow ahead for the Cougars' first down. As the ball is going to be resting now on about the 46, maybe 47-yard line of the Cougars.
Do y'all do me a favor, share out this video so those that may have not seen it get posted on our social media page. If you will, share the YouTube or Facebook. Give it a like, give us a comment. Fred, good to see you chiming in. Man, I miss Fred.
1st and 10 now for the Cougars. Let's hand off to Nettles. He plows ahead for about 4, maybe 5. As I meant to do this on our first possession on offense and kind of got lost track of things tonight. Last week, just a little bit of last week's stats. Bubba Nettles had 21 rushes for 152 yards and 1 touchdown. Landon Sims had 19 rushes for 122 yards and 2 touchdowns.
Daughtry McGee gets the first down.
Daughtry
McGee is
comes out
still
of the pile, plowing ahead inside the 30-yard line.
That's going to be good enough for almost 2 first downs.
Yes, it is. Landon Sims was 10 of 15 for 143 yards passing on tonight.
Their substitution.
No. Timeout. Timeout to the Cougars. That'll be their first timeout of the half with 6:22 to go, 6:23 to go here in the first half. Cougars are driving into general territory, 1st and 10 on the 30-yard line.
I know you went over some of the stats earlier, but the games that I'm kind of watching is my favorites. Chambers versus Edgewood. That's number 1 and number 3 in Class 2A, Region 1. Southern, of course, we know is at Patrician. That game was scoreless. Wilcox is open tonight. Next week, Southern is going to, of course, as you know, take on Autauga, and then they have to come. We have to go there on the 23rd.
Go to Greensboro and then Bessemer to close out the.
So Macon East didn't even have to play this week. They got a win. They got a win. There was a forfeit by Banks, and also there's another forfeited game. Tuscaloosa
and Clark Prep.
Clark Prep.
Great homecoming victory for the Gators there.
Yeah, but you miss all those homecoming activities.
Yeah, that kind of stinks. I guess you can still party and you dance and do that kind of thing. And
you still go out there and snap the ball.
You don't have to worry about losing the game.
Ain't that the truth? Kind of hurt your stats, though.
Well, that's a big region game for them, so that puts them one step closer to making postseason.
Yep. Clark Prep is currently, and they will now go to 3rd place in that region, depending on how, well, immediately, because they beat Tuscaloosa, and Tuscaloosa was 3.
Yeah, as the rain starts to get a little bit heavier here, it's just becoming a steady rain.
It needs to steadily go away.
1st and 10, the handoff to Daughtry McGee. Finds a big hole out the outside. Daughtry McGee down the sideline. He's going to go all the way. Touchdown, Cougars. Thought the train was coming through for a minute there, Tim.
We got to put that in the back office.
So, 6:13 to go here in the second quarter. Cougars find pay dirt again to take a 13-0 lead as Caleb Davis is on to hold the PAT as Landon Sims attempts. Kick is up, and the kick is good. So 6:13 to go here in the first half. Cougars 14, Generals 0.
Want to mention one thing, and then someone just sent me a text, and appreciate that. We got a little bit off-field assistance tonight. So when we go to Greensboro, I'm understanding there is a Tower of Death, but if you remember my post on that Facebook page,
Catfish.
Hey, who's got the best food? It's going to be the best catfish around. So I'm looking forward for the trip for catfish.
Tower of Death.
Yeah, so I'm going to, if we'll see if we can get some more information. We may want to take maybe like a tripod stand and broadcast from the other side. I don't know if that doesn't sound good.
I don't know that it can be much more of a tower than we had at Lounge. That was pretty
Yeah.
pretty crowded. I don't know what to expect. It's been a long time since I've been to Greensboro.
Was the extra point good?
Yes, it was. 6:13 to go here in the second quarter. 14-0 Cougars, as Parker Robinson will be on to do the kicking, as the rain is starting to fall a little harder. Back deep, number 2, Lake Barber. Number 3, Dante Henry. And that kick is going to go out of bounds at about the 31-yard line, as Coach Fountain almost caught the opening kickoff. The kickoff. So with the Generals, where it looks like they're going to back them up and kick it again.
If you happen to be watching any other games, give us a shout through the chat. Let us know what we need to mention, and we'll get it broadcasted out. That ball had some hang time on it.
The good thing is they're kicking with the same ball that's wet, so, hey, you want to kick it again, you take the chances in the rain here.
Last game that was exciting to me against Autauga, 2017 championship. We came out blowing and going.
And the wind blows it off the tee. The wind is starting to blow a little harder here as the rain starts to fall harder. Robinson kicks it again, and it's going to go out of bounds again, as they're going to back them up 5 yards and have them do it again.
I got to move this camera back. It's getting too wet. That would not be good for us to destroy our camera because it got wet.
Yeah, well, the good thing is that's the third time the same ball will be kicked, so it should be really good and wet. I'm sure my son is not bringing in a dry ball. I talked to him at halftime and make some adjustments on the ball boy.
Let's do it again.
And this time it's down the middle, fielded by number 3 as he heads to the near sideline. He's going to find some room. Randall Bond's going to catch him, spin him. He's going to get away. Quick guy in the open fields. He's going to be caught by Christian Crook. And a flag on the play, and I think they're going to try to maybe call for a face mask, as I don't know. I couldn't see it, but there are flags.
I need to get our umbrella out.
As the rain is blowing right in our face.
Right on our gear.
Oh, they waved it off. So the ball, the Generals will be set up 1st and 10 from their own 45-yard line. 5:59 to go here in the first half, as the rain is falling. Generals are going to pass. They got a man down the sideline. He's picked up with this linebacker, caught by number 1, Josh Palmer, as Bubba Nettles is going to take him down for about a 3-yard loss.
relocate our equipment here in a minute.
Thanks to Hurricane Delta, we're getting some of them feeder bands coming in as it's raining. As you know, Thursday night here, a lot of football games around the area were rescheduled with a threat of rain for tomorrow. He drops back to pass. Big screen tipped by Brady Howell. He almost intercepted the pass as it was broken up by the deflection. It's going to bring up 3rd down and 13. Great awareness there by the defensive end to read the screen and be there in the location of the pass to tip it and break it up. He almost had a pick.
Been informed that the medieval tower is made up of wood with multiple ladders going up to different levels. No lights and massive bullhorn type of speaker system. Take your own power cords and lights.
Oh man, JJ flew through the line as the quarterback was able, Treywick was able to get away, and there's a flag comes in late. I did not see the flag. It's brought down by number 16, and that's going to be Makai White on the stop. Let's see what the flags are about here. Cougars are backing up, so apparently they're going to call it against them. You know, I don't think the Generals has had a flag thrown on them all night, Tim.
Was that lightning?
So is that did these referees come out of Prattville too? Just curious.
Negative.
As the rain is getting harder, as it's blowing in our face, as we're having to cover up cameras and back away a little bit. I'm glad the engineer on this project decided to put a cover on this porch for nights like tonight.
Yeah, smart move there.
So the Generals are going to be set up 1st and 10 on the 35-yard line as they have a new quarterback, takes a direct snap, number 5. And I apologize if we're kind of late on these names. It's going to be Aiden Hillier. And he is going to pick up a couple of yards on the play. The ball's going to be resting now on the Cougars' 35-yard line. Thought you was going to share that with me, Tim. No. And quarterback keeper by number 5. He's caught by Randall Bonds, and another Cougar did not catch his number. And who is that getting up? J.J. Stevens. Randall Bonds, J.J. Stevens. It's going to be pick up about a yard on the play.
Quarterback is going to keep it. Pass. Flag comes out.
There's all kind of contact in the secondary there. It looks like Daughtry McGee was tangled up with number 1, the big, tall receiver, Josh Palmer.
If you're watching on Facebook, just curious, can y'all see the rain? Just curious.
I can certainly feel it.
I can see it on the camera. I'm just curious if it's coming through. I lost my phone. I think it fell through.
Pretty sure that's going to be pass interference there on the Cougars, and that's going to set the Generals up. Oh, we have 2 penalties against the Generals, and one against the Cougars. So they're going to be offsetting penalties, and they're going to replay 3rd down. So big break for the Cougars there. There was definitely some contact as they had a legal formation and a holding penalty against the Generals. Well, still no penalty yards against the Generals, but they did get a call against them.
I'm hoping that soundboard is okay.
Hey, I think the banner's blocking the rain coming in on that, so we should be good. Treywick back into pass as it's broken up again by Randall Bonds.
Sorry, I missed that. Totally missed it.
So it's going to bring up 4th down and 6 for the Generals as they are on the ball is now resting on the 32-yard line. So I expect the Generals will probably go for it here. Short field punt. With 3:22 to go in the first half, trailing by 2 touchdowns. Expect a hard count here. No, quick snap. And he has got Sims. Oh, intercepted by Daughtry McGee. Daughtry McGee's looking for some blockers down the sideline. He's got J.J. Stevens out as he is caught from behind by number 2, Lake Barber. And he makes a touchdown saving tackle as Daughtry McGee's second big interception of the night sets the Cougars up once again in the red zone at Autauga's 25-yard line.
Sorry. I wish I could see what we have to do up here sometimes to film.
3:09 here to go in the first half. Cougars are in the red zone.
I just saw something. Maybe it was a camera flash.
It was a flash. We're going to go with that. Trying to get through this first half. Quick pass out in the flat to Devin Kelly. He's got lead blockers out front. And he drops the ball. Ball still on the ground, recovered by Cloud. Great awareness there by Cloud to fall on it. He's going to pick up about 6 on the play. Ball's going to be now on the 19-yard line. Going to bring up 2nd down and 6. 5, 4, 2nd and 4.
2:30 left.
2:38 and counting here. Hand off to Devin Kelly around the end. He has got some quick moves. No, that's Christian Crook. Crook is still fighting down about the 9, maybe 8-yard line. That's going to be good enough for a Cougar first down. It's going to set them up 1st and goal. 2:23 to go here.
Sorry.
In the first half, Cougars are threatening. Hand off to Crook up the middle. He finds some running room, walks into the end zone for the touchdown. Christian Crook, 8-yard touchdown run off the big interception by Daughtry McGee. Set the Cougars up inside the red zone. 2:12 to go here in the first half. Cougars extend the lead 20-0.
Blow the horn. Thank you.
Sorry, Tim.
No, it's good. It's just I don't have you enough tripped chords up here. Oh.
As Caleb Davis will be holding as Sims attempts the PAT.
Sorry for the win, folks.
And that was no good.
Took his hat off.
So, I did not see if it was a bad hold or a bad kick. It's wide left. So, 2:12 to go here in the first half. Cougars 20, Generals 0.
Let's see if we can do all this.
So last week,
How much time left? Sorry.
2:12. So last week, I got a question for you, technical question for you,
Okay.
Tim. Since we had so many people here at the stadium, is that why the tower we was having signal trouble? Or
Actually, the internet provider ended up having multiple outages over the next few days as well. They actually did emergency maintenance last night. So, no. Not because of everybody on the cell towers.
Okay, I got you. I just was wondering,
Nah.
you know, sometimes you go to Tuscaloosa and there's so many people there, you can't use your cell phone. So I just wonder if that had anything to do with it.
I don't have that issue when I go through Auburn.
No. Well, it's a lot of open farmland up there. It's, you know, it can travel real well.
I gotta put
As the rain has
hopefully
stopped for the moment. Number 7, Parker Robinson. Number 2, Lake Barber. Number 3, Dante Henry, as he kicks a beautiful kick down the middle field at about the 12-yard line. He's going to bring it up the middle. And he is brought down. No, he finally goes down by number 17, Tyler Cloud, which he did not go down initially. ball's going to be at the 36-yard line. So kick it out of bounds, you get it to 35. You return it, you get it to 36. And, you know, wet night. Kind of 2:02 to go here in the first half. Generals set up on the 36-yard line. They're on 36-yard line. Look for them to pass a lot here. Be careful where number 22 is. He has got that quarterback figured out. And he cuts back across the field. Randall Bonds flies across the air and catches him and takes him down after about a 3-yard, maybe 2-yard gain. Hey, they're going to say, yeah, 2nd and 8. 140 and counting. Hand off to number 5. He had hit hard in the hole by, I believe that's going to be Makai White, as he met him in the hole and stopped him for no gain. Going to bring up 3rd down. They call him Mickey, I call him Makai. I'm not sure of proper pronunciation.
Jackson Academy 14, Pickens 0. Southern and Patrician, there is now points on the board. Patrician is leading in the second. They have 12 points. Edgewood and Chambers. Edgewood leads by 5 up against Chambers.
Safety blitz to Sims. As Sims gets him in the backfield, he throws. There was definitely not a horse collar there. There's a white hat saying horse collar, so that's going to set him up with a 1st down on a personal foul.
If you'd like to donate to our Jumbotron, I'd love to be able to have our video camera on the Jumbotron.
Well, we're still hiring for that position as well.
Yep. He's coming over to have a discussion.
I like to see these seniors out here have a big night tonight because, as we talked about earlier, they kind of got a little, they need to get a little revenge tonight against Autauga. So ball's going to be in Cougar territory about the 48-yard line. 1st and 10 Generals, 36 seconds to go. I look for a pass deep in the end zone here. His time is ticking. There they go, straight down the field. He throws a deep ball down the field. Nettles is well covering him. Oh, my gosh.
What, is there a flag?
Yes.
Where?
I mean.
Where?
Right?
Oh, I see it now.
I mean, well covered, no contact, running stride for stride.
It is what it is. I mean, it's not worth the fine and everything else.
You know what, Tim? I figured out something today. We can go a private network and charge $10 for a subscription. Then we can say what we want to. We don't have to worry about it because it's a private network. That's a good idea. I think we ought to do it.
You sure are putting a lot more on me.
I think we can do it.
Oh, I know I can do it.
So now Generals are going to be set up 1st and 10 with the help of the unsportsmanlike conduct. I mean, the pass interference penalty. It's going to set them up 1st and 10 at the 32. 26 seconds as I look for him to throw another deep pass as he is hit hard and he is caught. Number 4 makes a great, number 6. Jaquan Kohei or something to that effect, makes a beautiful catch, but there is a holding flag against the Generals, so that will back them up 10 yards from the previous spot. I missed the flag, Tim. That kid made a spectacular catch down there sliding on the ground. Well, it's going to back them all the way up to the midfield mark. I would hope Coach would put the prevent defense in here with 18.6 seconds to go here in the first half. Just back them up, play zone. Knock the ball down. It's going to be 1st down and about 20, 30. 1st down and about 30 here. It's just an obvious passing situation. 18.6 seconds to go here. He's under heavy pressure. Bronze grabs him, sacks him. J.J. Stevens, as he is on the ground, slow to get up. I think he might have got his legs tangled up. No, that's Brady Howell. Brady Howell, slow to get up. I think he got his legs tangled in as Bonds was making the tackle. So with 10.1 to go, Generals call timeout. Their second timeout of the half. They can stop it one more time here. This could be the final play.
Just trying to get the cheerleaders' attention to do some. There you go.
Should have a lot of viewers tonight because not a lot of people came out due to the weather. So I hope you're enjoying this first half of football from your home as the rain has stopped here.
Northview, who we played last week in third quarter, 27-12 over Walton out of Defunkinucka Springs.
Defuniac.
That was close. Hillcrest Teal Miller scoreless. Jackson Academy 20, Pickens 0. Scrolling down some more. Edgewood 16. Chambers just scored 16-13 there with Edgewood with a 3-point lead. Citronelle is playing Baldwin County. Is that right?
That's right.
7-0. Baldwin County's on the lead. Morgan 14. Bessemer 35.
Oh.
American Christian Patriots at Tuscaloosa. Coosa Valley 0. That's a 59-0. Coosa's a little down.
Must be a rebuilding year. Coosa's where the kid. No, that's Meadowview.
And that may be a different school.
And ball falls incomplete as it was attempted for number 2, Lake Barber. As
he's saying complete.
He caught it on the. That was a sweet hop to the shortstop right there. I saw it bounce from here, but anyway, the clock is not moving. And now the Generals will call their final timeout of the half as the clock is stopped. And apparently, Coach was not happy about the call and wanted the 5 seconds ran off. So the Generals have one more chance, barring a penalty, which we learned last week that the half can end on a penalty, even if you score. I'm not sure about that one. Coach never got back with me the rules on that.
All right, 2 things we need up here. A couple things.
Some help.
Some help. Cover.
Extended cover. Like
Okay.
a canopy-like rollout thing.
Yeah. Need somebody to get with Alabama Power and move this power board.
Yeah. I did find that. I found a connection there. I'm working on that angle.
Bathroom.
Yeah.
Grill.
Yeah. I agree. Please donate.
If we had our own little grill, man, that'd be awesome.
I mean,
I could just stay up here. We don't have to run down across the field.
yeah. Well, you know.
And that, I mean, I have a few seconds in between everything we do up here to cook.
I think you can get it in. Like a steak, medium, maybe medium well.
That's maybe a Hooper Academy steak.
There you go. All right. Third down as the ball is on the 45-yard line. This could be the last play of the first half. He's dropping back to pass. He throws a sideline pass down the sideline, overthrown, as that will do it here for the first half. Great coverage there by who was that?
Somebody hurt?
No, my mind went blank. Malachi Haynes. Sorry about that, Malachi. As that will end the first half with your Cougars in the lead 20-0 over the Autauga Generals, as we will take a 20-minute break. See you back shortly.
Oh, I got to get that queued up. Sorry, folks. I didn't realize the camera was turning the other way, and I was having to play audio on that. I'm sorry, cheerleaders, that I missed that, and I'll make up for it next week.
Red tent from Miss Barbara Boyd over by the concession stand. Tonight's with the bond is worth $100. Ticket number 3857644.
These dancers not going?
Last four numbers is 7644.
Kathy, is the dancers not
This is your ticket.
Are the
Please take it to Miss Barbara Boyd at the Red Cougar tent.
Dancers aren't dancing? Hey, we figured out who the man was who yelled over here a while ago? Yeah, that man. All right, we are sending audio. I want to apologize to the cheerleaders. Totally did not realize the camera was not turned when I went to go play their music. So we'll try to get them next time.
We got any score updates while we got a minute before we kick back off?
EA's leading 20-0.
All right. That's a big game in the area. I wanted to keep up with it.
Yeah, 1 second. At the half, Patrician leads over Southern 18-0. I'm sorry, correction. That's leading 18-0 in the third. WS Neal 7. They're playing the Jackson Aggies. That's Neal up by 7. Jackson with 6. Citronelle 7. Baldwin County 13. Edgewood 20 at the half. 16 Chambers. That will be interesting to see what happens. If Chambers is to lose that game, they're going to drop a few spots in the ASW rankings. And their region. Edgewood and they're both in the same region.
Yeah, because I believe Chambers is 1, Edgewood is 2 right now. So that would put Edgewood 1, Chambers 2. Also, Chambers, I believe, is number 3 in the AWS.
No, Chambers is number 1. Oh, I'm sorry. You're right. You're right.
What is it? Alabama Sports Writers.
They are number 2.
Oh,
no, 2. Bessemer 3. We're 4.
Okay, so they should at least drop down past us.
Should.
Because our only loss comes to number 1.
A 2-point gain. I don't think Glenwood's had a closer game than what they played us.
No.
We're open next week. If anybody from Glenwood happens to be listening, which I know they're not,
take a rematch.
Come on back.
Hey, I just noticed something. I'm sitting here. I see a caution cone and a number 10 yard line sign right there on our bleachers right here. Do we need to call the bleacher crew in? Do we need to make some minor adjustments? Is that what that's about?
Say again. Sorry. Yeah, I don't know. It looks like it's kind of dropped down. It's got those runners that go through the middle.
I'm gonna have to see if I can
round up the crew.
Yeah, make a phone call. I see a couple of our installers on site here tonight. If I'd have known, I'd have got them on it at halftime, but I guess we're gonna have to wait now to the end of the game.
We need to come out and score immediately, and so that these young kids can get in.
Tim, I'm not much on leaving your starters in, but I think at this point you kind of want all them seniors to get all the revenge they can get.
I guess you're right.
Because they may not get to see them again as number 64 and number 40 come on, and they look like 8th graders. I need to get my roster out.
They're playing younger folks.
Where does my paperwork go?
I don't know. Did I take yours?
Yes, you did.
There you go. Sorry, I lost mine.
Number 64. Onside kick possibly here as they're lining up. I don't have a Sean Pierce. A little pooch soccer kick fielded by Devin Kelly, I believe, was on the return there. He's going to fumble the ball, pick it up, pick up about 3, maybe 4 on the return. Yeah, I see a lot of different numbers in there now that I haven't seen.
Yeah, I'm telling you, I think they're going to be swapping out some of their players.
I'm thinking it may be a rebuilding year, and Autauga's just trying to get some of them underclassmen some playing time. Cause I see a lot of fresh jerseys.
The news article I saw in August is he had 1 returning senior.
There it is. Dalcher McGee. What a catch. Catches it backpedaling down about the 31-yard line. Ball on the 36 down to the 31. About a 33-yard reception there. Start the half here. As the Cougars quickly get into general territory. Hand off to Nettles. He's going to pick up some running room. He's going to pick about 6, maybe 5 on the play. Number 1, Josh Palmer on the stop. As he is a sophomore.
6 yards. Brings up second and 4.
No one gave us the message that we were going to be swapping players out, I guess. We're going to continue to play till we get some more points, I reckon.
Well,
a lot of revenge. I've been there. I've been at those games. I've been with this group for a few years, and
yeah, because
those are long drives home from Troy.
These are some ninth graders out here, seniors that's had it robbed from them a couple years in a row there. So they definitely owe the Autauga Generals, as that's going to be good enough for a Cougar first down.
Make some noise! Woo!
Let me jump up and down. I better not do that.
Yeah,
I know who built this thing. I may fall through.
Somebody's asking what the score is. We're up 20-0.
20-0. 10:30 to go here in the third.
Do I not have the score? Oh, my bad. Change camera angle. There you go. There's the score for you.
Hand off to Nettles around the end. He cuts back. There's
Flag.
a holding flag as number 60, Nick Kane, is going to be called for holding. As my phone is ringing again.
Uh-oh.
Surely he can see me. There's a car down there that wants to turn the lights off.
Somebody else can tell him to call Brantley.
He probably don't have Brantley's number.
Blocking the backs and call against the Cougars.
I sent a message. Beautiful pass. It's going to be very close to the first down. Pass complete to
Number 11, Nettles.
Nettles. I don't know how we're going to get that car's attention. We need to get the headlights turned off on that. Tell him to walk down there. Hand off to
Daughtry McGee up the middle. Daughtry's fighting through, hard run. That's going to pick up a Cougar first down. Ball's going to be now inside the 10. It's going to bring up first and goal from the Cougars at about the 9, maybe 8-yard line.
Attention to the car parked in the end zone. You need to turn your lights off, please.
As we have someone on it. Sideline reporter. Sims on the keeper. Finds an opening up the middle. He's going to walk in for the touchdown. Touchdown, Cougars! 8-yard run. Sims on the quarterback. Keeper for the score. Brings up the Cougars lead to 26-0 with 8:57 to go here in the third. As Caleb Davis is on to hold, as Landon Sims to attempt the PAT. As the Cougars shift out of it into, I'm not sure, but I like it. It went over J.J. Stevens' head on a bad snap, as he's going to fall on it. Man, that was an awesome play, as someone is slow to get up for Autauga down here. Number 50, slow to get up. Man, that was an awesome design play. Just bad snap there as it went through the hands of J.J. Stevens. So the PAT is no good. 8:57 to go here in the third quarter. 26 Cougars, 0 Generals. As the rain has stopped for the moment.
If you didn't chime in early enough today pregame. We recorded the pregame interview that the news does up here, and we played it back on the stream. So if you want to hear about the Northview game and, of course, the pregame talk of this game, after the end of this game, go back and watch the film right about 6:30 or so, and you can catch Hugh Fountain, headmaster / athletic director, head football coach, and everything else we have him up here doing, discussing last game's win against Northview.
Parker Robinson set to kick it away here for the Cougars. As he kicks it out of bounds on the General sideline, and they're going to kick it again. Back them up 5 yards and kick it again. As Coach Sims has a discussion. Maybe he changed the game plan, as everyone seems to be shaded around to that side of the field.
Come on, Parks.
So Robinson will kick it away again. He kicks this one deep down about the 20-yard line. Is going to be fielded there up the sideline, as I cannot see who made the stop from
Number
here.
2 is slow to get up. And
I believe that's going to be Mekhi White that made the tackle. Can't tell. Maybe Jacob Lee. I saw 6, not Jacob Lee. Yeah, Mekhi White on the stop. 10-yard return. Had a discussion with the ball boy.
And
We got it handled. Made some halftime adjustments.
good deal.
It's like they have all their starters back in on offense. Hand off to number 3 as he's looking for some running room, as a whole host of Cougars is over there to make the stop.
Number 3, Dante Henry on the carry.
Dante Henry on the carry. I'm going to say number 4, Sam Fields, was the first to make contact. For a yard loss, as the Generals have a player down.
Cramping?
I'm not sure.
We're going to move.
Yeah, it looks like they're stretching his calf, thigh, something, quad. Somewhere he has a cramp, I believe. So as we said tonight, this is a couple of big games going on in the region. This game here, which the Cougars, bar something drastic happen, will leave here victorious. That will definitely seal a number 1 or number 2 spot in the region. I believe with a patrician win over Southern tonight, that will just about lock the Cougars in to first place. That is unconfirmed. Another big game in the area is we're keeping an eye on is the Chambers-Edgewood. Last time we heard, Edgewood was leading. Second down and 12. As the quarterback's going to do a flip screen forward. That's an incomplete pass because he passed it forward. So that's going to bring up third down and 12.
Edgewood 26, Chambers 16.
So Edgewood has scored again since the last time we've heard. Extend their lead.
Patrician 32, Southern 0.
Patrician extending their lead now.
Jackson up 20 at the half over Pickens. And EA 26.
What about
Autauga 0.
Bessemer and Morgan? Is that still a blowout, Bessemer?
Let's take a look. Bessemer 42 at the half. Morgan 14.
Wow.
Oh, by the way, tomorrow is not Saturday.
And no.
For those of y'all watching, just a reminder. Tomorrow is Friday.
You have to get up and go to work.
You got to get up. Go to work. Don't nobody get fired on a Friday.
Because you thought it was a Saturday. That's going to be delay a game, back it up 5, 3rd and 16.
I'll tell you after this play. I got a story about missing work. Quite comical.
Hopefully not you.
It was.
He looks to pass down the sideline. He has Dalton McGee is in coverage as he falls down as he makes contact with number 5, Aiden Hillier.
Flag on the play. So around Thanksgiving, I thought we were off on Wednesday.
Oh, my goodness.
And so I got up Wednesday morning, went hunting. Had to get gas on the way back through town, and I went by my office and saw everybody's vehicles. And so I went around the back, and everybody else's vehicles were there too. And called my boss and said, totally forgot that we were, yeah. So
can I take a few hours of sick time this morning? I wasn't feeling well.
He said, just change, come on in.
I didn't see the call there, but it was against the Generals, and it was declined. So it will be 4th down and about 16 for the Generals as they're in punt formation. As Dr. McGee's back deep to receive the punt. As he kicks the opposite side of the field, ball's going to roll down, take a general roll into about the 38 and a half yard line. So the Cougars will set up 1st and 10 from their own 39-yard line.
Ball's going to be spotted at the 39-yard line. Cougars take over 1st and 10.
I meant to look up the... Oh, no. Move camera down. Something's going on. What's going on?
And off to Nettles around the end. He's got a lead blocker. He's looking for some room. He's down the sideline. One man to beat, and he makes a shoestring tackle.
Coming back.
Number 7,
It's coming.
Noah Ray makes a touchdown saving tackle on Nettles. There are flags on the play. And I believe it's going to be against the Cougars holding. They're going to back them up. Going to bring up 1st and 20.
Try and get the game camera back up.
23, 22, 23. Game camera's down.
Game clock, sorry.
Oh.
There she goes. A little better.
So, after the holding call, the Cougars are now backed up to the 27-yard line. Heavy pressure for Sims as he's rolling out, looking for a man. He's got Cloud wide open in the flat, and he just throws it away on the sideline.
Complete to Luke Bell, number 32.
Luke Bell, 32, makes the catch well out of bounds.
I'm going to take the towel down. I think we're good.
I think we're good right now. So, it's going to bring up 2nd down and 23.
Oh. Can't believe I got to go to work tomorrow.
I know. Well, I'm hoping it rains out. A little option Sims. He's going to cut it up inside.
Flag.
There's another holding flag. So now all of a sudden the Cougars are drawing all the flags from the referee's pockets tonight. And that's going to back them up 10 more yards. Declined. They're going to decline it. So the ball will be on the...
Couple score updates for you in the area that I can see. Flemington 36, XL 0. That's at the 3rd. Jackson 12, WS Neal 7. That's also in the 3rd. TR Miller 23, Hillcrest Evergreen 14 in the 3rd. Faith Academy 41, Vigors 7.
most all the games in the area. There's a wide open down the middle to Nettles. Oh, off the fingertips of Nettles as he was behind the coverage. That's going to bring up a big 4th down and 20 for the Cougars as they're going to send the punting unit on. Man, off the fingertips of Nettles, he would have went the distance. We're going to blame that on the wet field tonight. Play clock down, 6, 5, snap. Sims gets a beautiful spirally punt. It's going to take a good Cougar roll down inside the 20, down to about the 17-yard line.
Sims punt will be down at the 17-yard line. Generals take over 1st and 10.
Going to be about a 53-yard punt. As Sims has been booming it lately, and now the referee is. Oh, man, I thought he was walking up with the ball, but I see the side judge has got the mark there. The 17-yard line. It's going to be a 53-yard punt with the roll. 6:32 to go here in the 3rd. Hand off to number 3 around the end. He finds some running room down the middle. He's got some field ahead of him. As Malachi White makes a stop, but not before a big gain on 1st down for the Generals. About a 30. Well, they're going to back it up to the 45-yard line, so it's going to be about a 28-yard gain on 1st down. Good enough for the 1st down. Handoff again around this side to number 3. Sam Fields gets him this time. It's going to be a loss of, I'm going to say.
This ain't looking good for him. Thought he twisted his ankle when he went down, but he's up.
Dante Henry on the carry. Sam Fields on the stop. They're going to give him about a 1-yard gain on 1st down. 2nd down and 9. As the wind is not blowing now, Tim. There's 3 now is down. He took I think he twisted his ankle here, so we're going to have a timeout for the injured player on the field.
I saw that Jack Dorsey, who is the CEO of Twitter, he's also the CEO of a company called Square Payment System. He decided that Square, his company, was going to invest 1% of their assets into Bitcoin. That 1% of his company was worth $50 million.
Wow.
Which means 99% of his other assets brings him to $4.5 billion. That's a lot of money.
That is a lot of money.
We could get a grill, bathroom.
Everything. All the upgrades.
All the upgrades.
Might even get an elevator.
I like the elevator. I just need I need a system that I can just drop this stuff to the ground. You know how heavy that bag is coming up here? I'm not complaining. I enjoy the press box. It's awesome. It doesn't.
Why we built it so high?
I don't know whose idea this was. I came in one day and it was here.
All right. So 2nd down and 9 here for the Generals. Ball on their own 46-yard line. Option around. Pitch to number 6. This Nettles dives and makes a stop. Only going to pick up about as J.J. Stevens is down.
He's cramping.
As he was driven way down the field. He's going to pick up about 2 on this play and bring up 3rd down.
He's very comical.
7.
He makes friends with most of the officials during the games, and
good kid.
Good kid.
Third and 7, 4:35 to go here in the third. Cougars still up 26-0, and I hope that 0 stays on the board the rest of the night.
Whoa.
It's hit hard
Brady, how?
by J.J. Stevens.
Oh, my bad. JJ. I get those two confused.
Daughtry McGee held on to him. It's going to bring up 4th down and 7, so about no gain on the play. The Generals look like they're maybe going to go for it here.
I mean, what do you have to lose? You're down by 26 points.
Last time they did this, it was a pick and a return down inside the red zone. So he drops back to pass. He's looking. He's got heavy pressure up the middle. Quarterback's going to keep it. And there's a face mask on the play right here. There's the flag comes in as he run out of bounds.
And a flag here.
And now they're going to call, what, late hit out of bounds on JJ? Going to be, I believe, offsetting penalties, and they're going to replay 4th down here. I did not see the second penalty. I did see the first penalty is one of our cornerbacks was held and grabbed by the face mask.
There's 2 flags there. Is there? Oh, that's the face mask back here?
At 50s, they're going to be the face mask or the hold, whichever they called. It was both. And then I didn't see what happened here as the quarterback was run out of bounds by J.J. Stevens.
You want chicken or steak for dinner? Oh, that's not what they're talking about out there?
No.
I thought for sure. All those commercials. Okay, they're marching off to the right, but then they're going to probably march back. Yep.
So it's a 15 and a 10. What in the world is he doing? How can they gain yards? No, I don't
think so.
It's not going to be a first down if he stays where he's at. Let's see if they get this sorted out. It's going to be 4th. Holding
Generals.
Personal foul. They hit out of bounds. What about the face mask? They didn't call it. So, is it like? No, I better be quiet.
Yep, please.
I think we back up. It's 4th and short here.
Wide receiver.
A busted play, and he's able to get it off. He's going to pick up the first down.
Did they ever whistle it?
Yeah, they whistled it. I don't know if that was design play. It should have been I don't know what that was.
I'm not sure what that was. It was like they stood up, which I thought, whatever. I don't know.
Yeah, they stood up to look at the play, and he snapped the ball. I'm not sure. I thought I knew the game of football, but after being out here for the last couple of weeks, I'm not so sure I do anymore. So how is it 1st and 10? Oh, I don't care.
Helmet comes off.
That play's over with. When that helmet comes off, the play is over immediately. So it's going to be a big loss on 1st down. Randall Bonds grabbed a hold to him as his headgear come flying off. It'll be a loss of about 6 on the play. And there's another flag.
Where? On us?
On us. It looks like J.J. Stevens may have said something.
Oh, come on, guys. Why give him anything?
Well, at this point, I'm beginning to think that Autauga doesn't have any penalty yards on the night.
I need to turn.
That's still not going to be good enough for a first down unless that's an automatic. You know, most of Autauga's big plays tonight come off of those flags on the field. Oh, Lord.
What?
Even the chain gang's confused over there. How are they calling a sideline warning? What? The back judge over there threw the flag. How can he call a sideline warning? He's not even over here with the flag.
He can be all right. We're fixing pick 6.
I don't know what's going on here. All I know is the train's coming.
Choo-choo.
When I hear that whistle, that's usually when we score. So I'm calling for a touchdown right here for us.
Alrighty. Interesting.
Drops back to pass. He's got a couple of guys open. He's going to keep it. He's got a little running room. It almost brings back flashbacks of Troy of last year.
I don't want to talk about that. It was a long drive home.
Well, you know, we are spotted 26 points at this point. I didn't think the offense could tackle people.
That's what I heard. Number 51 was tackling out here.
And the ball is on the ground as he dives on it for another loss. I don't see any flags on this play.
Yes.
So apparently it was a clean play.
Play loses 10 yards. 3rd and 15.
3rd and 15 for the Generals. Ball resting on the Cougars' 39-yard line. 1:06 to go here in the 3rd. And he is hit as he is thrown, and it goes to no one as Randall Bonds laid the lick on the quarterback, number 10.
No flag.
Will Trawick. There's no flag.
No flag.
So brings up 4th down now, as the Generals, I'm sure, will go for it in hopes of the help from the flag to give them the first down. As the Generals call timeout. 50.6 to go here in the 3rd quarter.
I gotta go to work tomorrow.
You better pack up early.
Nah. Can't. Why is this not spinning and not coming out? That's the deal.
Okay, folks, while we got a timeout on the field, as I talked about last week, the fishing team was supposed to have a tournament this weekend, and it was postponed till next weekend, so it actually worked out good for the fishing team guys as well as myself. We are open as of right now for next week, so it did not interfere with football, which was a blessing.
Yeah, no doubt.
Makes it a little easier. So I want to say good luck to the Cougar fishing team as they head out to Live Oak Landing to compete in their first tournament.
Watch out for those flags.
Of the season.
Oh, wait.
We will get a flag on Friday night.
Yes,
but it's
you
a
will.
boat number, not a penalty. As some of those anglers will be fishing Saturday and Sunday because we have 2 back-to-back tournaments.
Same spot.
Same spot. They're going for it, 4th and 15. So we're looking. And Brady Howell makes a big sack right about midfield, and the ball will go over on downs to the Cougar offense.
Try to adjust this camera, folks. Sorry.
So Cougars was set up on a turnover on downs at the 48-yard line, where there will be 1st and 10. As the ball boy is
talking to sideline girls. Technically, I mean, that's what he was doing. He was on the sideline.
I saw the towel come out, and I thought we had thrown a flag for a second over here on our sideline again. I've seen so many fly tonight, I just got paranoid again.
He was distracted.
Hand off to Daughtry McGee as he's finding some room up the middle, keeping those legs driving. He's going to pick up about 7, maybe 8 on the play. 30 seconds to go here in the third. And give him 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Play picks up 8 yards. It'll be 2nd and 2.
We got anything on our chat?
Nah, I don't have it logged into second. They've been quiet. A bunch of Go Cougars. I'll pull it up in a second.
Hand off to Nettles. He's looking for some room. He's plowing ahead. He's going to be good enough for the first down, as that's going to do it for the third quarter here in Canoe with your Escambia Academy General. Got me confused. I was listening to the PA. Escambia Academy Cougars 26. The Autauga Academy Generals 0.
Somebody's saying the YouTube broadcast is jacked up. I'm not for sure why. Shows it's up. Let's take a look at that. I'll just retweet their score for us. Thanks, Autauga. Autauga's helping fill out our social media stuff tonight for us, letting us know that at the end of the third, Cougars 26, Autauga 0.
I thought they broadcast their games live, but
I have yet to find it.
Well, I went down on the other end, and there was a little bitty camera like the one we have on the scoreboard.
Huddle.
That's all I saw down there. So I guess they don't do it anymore, or maybe not this season, or I'm not sure. Maybe the guy that did it, kids graduated, and he took this year off. Ball resting just across the 40-yard line. The Cougars take over 1st and 10. Or set up 1st and 10. They throws a pass down the field.
Complete, Sam Fields.
Beautiful catch.
Yes, sir.
Down about the 16-yard line.
Love me some Sam Fields. Haven't had the Sam show tonight, so that's part of it.
Going to be a gain of 24 on the play. As the Cougars are going to be inside the red zone on the Generals. 16-yard line, 1st and 10.
Cardi B's here.
Hand off to Daughtry McGee as Daughtry weaves his way through a little hole there and picks up.
Patrician won 44. Nothing Southern.
Wow.
Play picks up 5 yards. 2nd and 5.
I don't know how I feel about that.
Well, you know, the interesting thing is they played Autauga a couple weeks back, and Patrician come from behind to win it in overtime.
It was a high-scoring game. It was like 28-24 or something,
Yeah,
wasn't
it was a
I got the
long
stats.
rain delay. Hand off to
Christian Crook.
I think that's going to be Devin Kelly.
Was it?
Devin Kelly's going to be down inside the 10, about the 5-yard line. It's going to be close to a Cougar first down. And
that's Christian Crook.
They're going to give it to him. First
nope,
down.
What is that?
1st and goal.
It's 8. That was number 8.
It is 8. Christian Crook on the carry. Sorry about that.
Hey, no problem. Well, I want to get some big old TVs up here for us so we can see better. With the grill and the elevator.
Bathroom.
Refrigerator. We need the refrigerator.
1st and goal with the Cougars. 10 minutes to go here in the 4th. They're looking to extend their lead. Hand off to Crook again. He's going to weave through and in for the touchdown. Cougars. 9:52 to go here in the 4th. Cougars extend their lead 32-0 over the Generals. I want to see 49. Glad to hear our band here tonight.
Mm-hmm. Way at the end.
I don't know that that's a band member. I think that's a man and his wife playing.
What?
All right. Sims attempt to PAT on a hold of Caleb Davis. Down. Kick is up, and kick is good. 9:22 to go here in the fourth as the clock is ticking for some reason. 33-0. And the clock is still ticking.
Why are they running the clock?
I don't know.
Stop that thing.
15 seconds ticked off.
Woo!
That was that 5 seconds coach was wanting before the half, I think. That's still going again. Look.
Why? Yeah, they're running the clock. Why are they running the clock? Who's running the clock? Just because they want to go home doesn't mean we want to go home.
Well, we're over here where the clock is ticking.
Whatever.
I don't want to run the clock. I want to play the game.
They don't across the way.
I think the refs are just not, well, apparently not. They said let her tick. Well, if that's the case, this game will be over quick, folks.
Set a kick for the Cougars, number 7, Parker Ross.
Oh, sorry, Parker.
Fielded by number 4. He comes to this side. He finds some running room as he is slung down by number 2, Devin Kelly. As the clock is continuing to run here in Canoe, Alabama, with less than 8 minutes to go in the game.
Why?
I don't like it. When they were winning 49-0.
They didn't stop it on us in Troy.
No, they
It
didn't.
kept on ticking. Oh, well.
New Year.
They've got some clean jerseys out there. 24. I haven't seen him tonight.
He's been in a few times. Brought down by number 5, Randall Bronze. Number 11, Bubba Nettles is number 3. Dante Henry was
No, I think it may be number 2.
Number 2, Lake Barber.
Clock is still running.
Loss of 5 on the play.
I guess they run the clock in the fourth quarter on Thursday nights.
Maybe they know they got.
They don't do that in Troy on Friday night on a championship game.
Well, maybe they know the kids have got to go to school tomorrow, so they need to get home early.
I know, but anyways, I have my own feelings about it.
I'm with you there.
Everybody has feelings. Oh! 3 just laid a hick and Randall Bonds. Oh, yeah, that was a hit. Randall kept on going, though. Took the lick and said, okay, I got your number. See you shortly.
Well, you can't win them all, Tim, and Randall's won about most of them tonight. So
be interesting to see what occurs in this next play.
Yeah. I would probably say 3rd down and 15. Probably going to pass. Look out for 5. Randall Bonds and Dalcher McGee have had a great game tonight on the defensive side.
Seeing a quarterback warm up over here and a snapper. I would imagine we're going to have some player changes here coming up shortly.
They better hurry because that 5 minutes will tick off quick with that clock not stopped. We may not even get the ball back there. He looks like a number 5. He took the shot.
And slung down.
They're going to get the penalty.
Who?
Roughing the passer.
Oh, I didn't see that.
It's all right. He got him back.
Clock is stopped.
It was not targeting. I'm telling you, man, It's like playing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
12 men on the field.
No, it's more like
They're
16.
about to sideline us again.
It's like 16. Like 16 against 11.
Yeah, here you go. Watch the sideline, Judge.
Ball spotted at the 46.
Why are you winding the clock? It's been running all night. Let it keep running. Should have been a substitution infraction. 24 went off after they broke the huddle. And 2 went off.
There's a coach on the field.
He's going to call timeout. Timeout for the Generals. That's their second of the half. 5:17 to go here in the fourth. As the clock ran for a while, and then they decided they wanted to stop it again. I need to get we need a sideline reporter so we can get like the official on what's going on.
I don't know. You know, I'm clueless.
I
do know that it's 33.
And there's a 0 on there, and I hope it stays there when that 5 minutes and 17 says all zeros. A bunch of people chiming in on.
You know, all good, all bad?
No, it's all love it.
We have an injured cheerleader, by the way. One of our freshman cheerleaders fractured her ankle during volleyball.
How's the volleyball team doing? I've been seeing some.
It's all right. Nothing, definitely a rebuilding year.
I've actually been seeing where Coach Bonds has had them winning some games. That was good to see that.
Oh, yeah.
I like to see that girls' sports do better.
No doubt.
Quarterback's going to keep it. Randall Bonds hits him in the backfield.
Helmet comes off.
And
that's clean. There was nothing wrong with that. Everybody's throwing their arms up over there, but if you can't, the helmets are going to come off.
As 5 loses his headgear and has to set out a play. 4 minutes and 40 seconds and ticking as the clock is not stopping. So the Cougars are going to come away tonight with a big win over the Autauga Generals. They're hoping to keep that shutout intact.
Yes, sir.
2nd down and 9. Ball just across midfield in General territory. Hand off to number 3. He's looking for some running room as he is met at the line and brought down by Nick Kane.
Good job, Nick Kane.
Going to pick up about 2 on the play. Going to bring up 3rd and about 6.
How far is Prattville from here? 2 hours?
About that. Just above Montgomery.
Good. Long drive. Hope everybody's safe.
I don't think it's.
Watch for the digger.
I think it's a little further than Troy.
Oh, good. I had all kinds of stats and stuff tonight that I printed out, dude, and I haven't looked at any of it.
I called out most of them.
I appreciate it. Numbers guy. Come on, guys.
Hand off to number 5, and he is caught right there by number 59.
What has gone on over here? Hey, they just kicked.
There's the flag.
They just kicked him in the head.
Nick Kane, I believe.
Yeah. They kicked him in the head. He needs to be ejected. I mean, they've had him down, and then he kicked him in the head.
Well, if they're going to run the clock, they need to run the clock now.
Yep, see? Kick to the head.
Oh,
Bye.
I saw it.
You're gone. He's ejected. He's ejected.
He's out of here.
But he didn't leave the field. Is he out? Did somebody see him come off?
I believe it was 63. I'm not sure. They're gonna. Looks like they're gonna punt it away. Daughtry McGee goes back to receive the punt. As number 4, Caden Henry. Oh, that has got to be a flag right there.
Horse collar.
Good return for Daughtry McGee there. About 15 yards on the return. As it should have been a
Call timeout.
It should have been a chop block here against number 3. And the guy on the end is one went down and the other one tried to sling Daughtry. 65 and 3 tried to chop block on Randall Bonds there and right in front of the referee, and he didn't throw a flag.
He was looking the other way.
Yeah, I think he reached for it. He just couldn't find it. I'm going with that. Ain't no way I'd put.
Oh, Riley Baggett in the field. Number 55. Number 16 checking in as well. 2 minutes. Come on. Snails. Was the whistle for the clock to start? Because it's been running.
And off Sam Thompson. I saw the single digit there, and I called the wrong number.
Play picks up 3 yards, brings up 2nd and 7.
Minute 25 to go here in the 4th.
Score. Do it. Thanks. That's another 30 seconds off the clock. Appreciate that.
Hand off to Makai White as he's going to pick up no gain on the play. Going to be about one more snap here.
Brought down by number 29, Landon Henry.
So, Cougars are going to finish tonight 6-1. Folks, we're going to be off next week as of now.
Autauga's going to finish 1-5 for the night.
Autauga's going to go 1-5. So we will see you in 2 weeks in Greensboro as we play Southern. Southern took the big loss tonight against Patrician. That was a final, wasn't it? Jacob Lee's going to pick up the first down as the clock is just going to continue to run. 7, 6, 5, and that's going to be the ball game here as Cougars get some sweet revenge tonight against the Autauga Generals. Lock themselves into the driver's seat for number unofficially 1 position in the area, 1 or 2 officially, which will guarantee them in the first round of the state playoffs at home. So, Tim Dewar, Spence Overton here tonight. That's going to do it for us as once again we like to say,
Go Cougars.
Go Cougars. See ya in 2 weeks.
All right, we're going to